What's going on, y'all? It's been a while. It's been a while, but I'm great. Um, I'm doing a lot better. I ended up switching up my medication, got on a better dose. The last medication I was on had me bent, had me sleepy, tired all the time. Every day I slept for so many hours a day. My body was rested, but my mind was just so drugged down. And I had to get up off that. Had to get up off that. Had to get up off one of my jobs. Maybe at first it was my first job, then it became my second job because the money was not money, and the gas is gassing. So I was like, it's just not profitable no more. So I left that. Um, Still work my morning job, and it's better. I actually like being there. It's nothing, nothing special, but what I do is the perfect combination of scenarios that makes it easier for me to do. Is some things I don't like about it, but the medication I'm on is helping me deal with that better. I also These are earmuffs to help me with sound. I have two. I have one for work and one is where I work is really loud. One for work and then one for home. And yeah, I've been learning how to accommodate and accept myself as I am, all of my needs, and not having this internal shame about them. I'm still dealing with that, to be honest, but um, I feel like I've come a long way, and I'm really, really, really grateful, especially for this new medication, which has been it's been like I'm getting back to my base self, and things just don't matter as much as they used to. Like all the little things that would send me, they just don't send me like they used to. And I feel like I'm back to my base, joyful self. Um, I'm also exploring darker archetypes of myself. Um, the things that we avoid, things that we don't like about ourselves, things that we feel are in conflict with our morals. Um, Morals are very subjective, I'm learning. Um, and just embracing those parts of myself as well, allowing myself to be every version, the polished version, the messy version, every version, and accepting all of what comes with that. um, Naturally, I'm quite outspoken. I used to get in trouble a lot for speaking my mind and saying what I want and doing what, and just being generally rebellious naturally. Because if I feel like something don't make sense or it's not what I want to do, so for a long time, I've buried different parts of myself like that. Parts of myself as a child that, felt like I had to reject to be acceptable to, my parents, people around me, teachers, school, whatever, work. Um, and I'm unearthing those versions and giving them a voice within myself, even if it's messy, even if it gets me into some trouble, even if it just doesn't look the way I think it should look, and just finding acceptance with that. Um, and that has been eye opening, isn't the word. That has been freeing. It's been very freeing, and I feel like I don't have to be so guarded. I still deal with being guarded, but I don't have to be so guarded within myself, from myself. You know what I mean? So hopefully that's making sense. um, just exploring a lot of things. I have I've separated myself from religion and things like that years ago, but I've also been separating myself from spirituality, the new age type spirituality. Honestly, I just feel like it's another type of religion. It's another type of religion where honestly people get into it and people think they know everything and become bigoted and looking down on people. And I just everybody's journey is uniquely their own. So my New religion is myself. I don't have a religion, but my dedication is to myself and the mother, who is me. I'm the mother incarnate. So that's where my loyalties lie, with myself. And I'm learning how to have a voice about that inside myself and with others. Um, Learning, trying to deprogram myself from a lot of the Christian fear that's still been playing in the background over the years. It takes a long time to deprogram stuff like that when you've been taught that since childhood. So I'm still deprogramming those things, trying to get that fear based living out of my head. Fear of myself, fear of others, fear of energies that I haven't understood, energies I haven't understood within myself, and just exploring the darker parts of myself that deserves attention. So, oh, my ears itching. Yes, these help me so much. To my ADHD autistic people, I highly recommend these if you want. I'll probably link them below. I think they were about $25. These are like 37 NR I can't remember their rating names, but these are 37. This is like the highest you can get, I guess, for this price. I've never found any higher, but they help a lot. They don't mute all sounds. They just but like muffle them. Like right now, I have my air conditioner on. I can still hear it, but it's very low. Like the volume is turned down. And this, when I tell you this has been a lifesaver for me. At first, it started with work. I wear earplugs at work, but sometimes the earplugs is just not enough, especially with where I am. It can get extra noisy with all the machinery that is just old. Well, not old. It's just raggedy. It's raggedy machinery, and it makes all kind of noises, and it bothers me. So I got these to go over my earplugs, and that helps a lot. It's still, like I said, some sounds it just don't take away, like high pitched squeak sounds. It don't take away those sounds. For me, at least, I can still hear them. My brain is super tuned to that shit. I wish I could turn off. I hear that more than anything else is the high pitch whistle sound or whatever that is in my own brain, and then so my brain is tuned to hear it even more so outside of me. But anyway, so even if I still hear all of those sounds, it muffles every other sound so that my brain can get a break. And a lot of times my brain just needs a break. It needs a break from just the outdoor sounds. It needs a break from itself, I think. And it's like it puts me in a cocoon, in a bubble of my own self. And I'm just like, it's like the world is, it's like it gives me separation from the world. And I never realized that I experience the world as a conglomerate of things. Even if I'm in my own room and there's no sound and I'm just sitting in my room, the whatever little extra, because there's never no sound, there's always some sort of sound. Whatever little extra sounds there are, I'm still getting the feedback in my brain from all the things around. If it's, somebody's lawnmowing outside, or, you know, cars or whatever, I can still hear all of that. So this gives my brain a break from the world. And I still hear a lot of my tinnitus and brain noise, but it's mine. Like it's my brain noise. Only thing I don't like about these is they get hot. It's kind of like inevitable. So every once in a while, I'll just lift them up like that, let some air flow through, and put them back. Or if it's particularly hot, my ear itches too. I'm having really bad allergies right now. Ugh. My ears are itchy, my eyes are watery and scratchy, my nose, my throat. I'm on allergy medication, but I might have to get a prescription because it's just not. It's not enough. Um, I might have to get a prescription for that. But my allergies have been on 10. This, since it's like the hottest part, usually during the hottest part of the summer, my allergies calm down. But I don't know, for the past week or so, my allergies have been on one. I've been taking my little, daily 24-hour pill. It's not enough. It's not enough. So I may have to do like the telehealth thing and get them to prescribe me some uh, regular, like more something a little stronger allergy medication because this is just not working. So, but anyway, what I was saying, sorry, but yeah, these help me a lot. They've been helping me a lot with dealing with life and just turning the noise down, turning life down, giving life a door to close. That's what it feels like. Like I can close the door on life for a little while. And I noticed that when I do that, my day goes by smoother. I'm not as agitated. It's just so many things that I never realized I was struggling with because you deal with things every day. You don't know no other life. So you don't know that you're struggling. I felt the same way on the last medication I was on. I'm like, do I really feel better? And I told my psychiatrist, I'm like, I don't know if I really feel better or I've been coping for so long that any sort of small relief is helps me cope better. So I just felt like I was coping with a little better, you know what I mean? And with this new medication, I feel like I don't have to cope as much. Things don't bother me as much. I'm still fresh on it. I still have to do it for a few more months to get the full effect, but I feel like it's doing me well for right now. I'm getting better sleep. I can sleep longer, like throughout the night. I'm finna go to sleep now. I have a long day tomorrow ahead of me, but I feel like I can get better sleep. I can just rest more. I feel like my mind feels more rested, way more than it used to. So I don't feel like I'm just coping so much. Um, and all of this has made me a really big advocate for medication, and it's made me really sensitive about it too. So like i'll have I've had people in the past over the past few months comments about being on medication. You can do this instead, you can do, or you could pray, or I'm not gonna lie, that shit sends me so fucking hard because bitch, if you knew how long I've been suffering and struggling with this, like not many people know. Even my mother, she doesn't even really know. She knows just the effects, but suffering in silence, trying to do it on my own. I changed my diet. I worked out. Um, I did meditation. I did all the spiritual stuff. I did everything, even before when I was Christian, praying to God, praying to Jesus. Oh my God. So I really wonder. I really wonder where my life would be if I would have got medicated sooner. I'm just being honest. Like, I was so against it before because number one, I didn't understand it. Number two, I had people like that in my ear in society, things like that. Number three, there's not a lot of, which I plan on doing another video about this. There's not a lot of black people, in my opinion, not enough that talks about the struggles, the benefits, and the reality of living with severe depression and then finally getting some help. Like, not just for me, therapy honestly doesn't work. Not because therapy doesn't work, but it's so fucking hard to find a decent therapist. That's the first thing. And just talking through all this stuff, it's like I've thought about this shit for years. Like, I'm tired of thinking about it. I'm tired of trying to move past it. The best way I've been able to move forward is getting some help. Getting some medical help to help me clear my mind and lift my thoughts so that I can better deal with what's going on. And I did have some professionals advise me to that. However, the reason why I didn't trust that is because I knew that they didn't really care about me. They just was trying to give you something, anything to just get you out of their face. It's like when you're encountering that, you're already, dealing with depression, you're already dealing with paranoia and things like that. You don't trust. How can you trust someone who doesn't care about you? How can you trust what they say? Especially when I was experiencing such horrible side effects, and they're just looking at me like, well, that's just what you basically pick a side effect. No. And then not even getting proper information. Like, I think my psychiatrist that I have now, super grateful for. She listens. It's not like a super deep relationship, conversation or whatever, but she listens to what I'm saying. She takes notes. She doesn't try to push back on what it is I'm saying. If I'm saying that I'm having symptoms that are disrupting my life and making things harder for me than the depression, she's like, okay, let's change it. Versus before, I would have psychiatrists be like, well, it's just a part of it. You just, they're all going to give you some sort of side effects. So it's just, the whole situation is fucked up. Like, how many fucking therapists and psychiatrists, I've gone through way more psychiatrists. How many of them have to go through to find somebody who gives a shit? Like, just listens. Like, it's not even that you have to care about me. Just, I mean, I would prefer that, but care about me enough to say, I'm struggling with this. This is a problem. I can't function. You know what I mean? Other people didn't give a fuck. The lady before her had to get rid of her quick. I'm just meeting you. This is my first time meeting up. Well, it was a virtual call. First time meeting up with you. I'm telling you things that's going on with me, my symptoms. And you're like, well, I don't know if, like, I'm already diagnosed ADHD. And telling her, I'm diagnosed with it. She's like, well, I don't know if it's ADHD. It could be just, like, bitch, I sat through a fucking 4 or 5 hour evaluation to get what? You just met me. You haven't heard anything about what's going on with me. What are you talking about? Just, ooh, so sick of these people. But anyway, super grateful to find a psychiatrist that listens and actually wants me to feel better and progress and not just live under more symptoms. So thus far, the symptoms I've had with this is just the stomach. I haven't been able to eat like I was eating before. It makes my stomach real fucked up if I eat too much, which is good because that's helping me limit my food consumption. And just other little minor things. I have been having, I don't know if this is allergy related, but sometimes I get like, if I squeeze my eyes real tight, it's not happening right now. So that might have been a side effect. So, like, for the first few weeks, you'll get different side effects that pop up. I had a lot of nausea. Um, what else? It was some other stuff I had, but it drops off. And so I'm getting to the point where all the extra side effects are dropping off. I was having like a lot of gut issues. You have some side effects, but they do drop off. And I was never even informed that they're supposed to drop off. Nobody ever told me that. Like, oh, you're just gonna have some side effects. It wasn't until this lady who's like, you're gonna have some side effects in the beginning, but they should fall off in 2 weeks. If they don't fall off in 2 weeks, call me and we'll try something else. Simple, right? You think anybody else took the time to say that? No. Anyway, but it's been helping, and I'm super grateful for that. Um, what else? There's some more stuff I want to talk about, but I'm finna go to sleep. I've been sleeping. I'm close to my period, so I'm tired. My titties hurt. But my hair has gotten very long. Oh, look at the locks, honey. I know I'm in a dark room, but It belongs to me. I'm debating on how long do I want it to get because it's getting heavy. I'm not gonna lie. Like when it's washed and everything is fine, it's fine. But as I add, because I have to add products for my psoriasis, so it does weigh it down a little bit. And I can definitely feel the weight when I wash my hair. This is why my hair is down right now. I just washed it earlier, but I'm starting to feel the weights, and it's harder to make my bun. I usually have a bun sitting on top of my head. It's getting harder to stuff the ends in there, and the bun is getting more ginormous. It's becoming a entity of its own. I realized this one day. Like sometimes I do my bun and it comes out awful. It just looks awful all day. And then sometimes those rare moments where it's just perfect. It looks like it was molded and crafted by a goddess. But no, seriously, it comes out really perfect. And one day I was out getting food, going to the grocery store, things like that. And I went to one store, and lady, she looks up beyond me and she's like, "Oh, I love your bun." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." You know, I don't think anything about it. And I go into the grocery store, and everywhere I go, people are like looking above me. And I'm like, I'm too busy trying to get the hell up out of there. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, whatever. And it wasn't until I was leaving out, she was like, oh, it was a lady at the check-in. She's like, "Oh, your bun is crazy. It's beautiful." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And then I got back to the car. I'm like, maybe that's why people was staring at me everywhere I went. It was huge. This is my hand. It was bigger than my hand. And I ended up getting into the car, and I looked in the mirror, like my pull down mirror, and I'm like, damn. It is ginormous today. I don't know. I think because I had just washed my hair then also, and my hair does get more fluffy when I wash it. So maybe that was causing it to, and then I wash all the product out and things. So maybe that was causing it to be more ginormous, but it was huge, and I'm like, fuck, could barely fit it in the car. I love my bun so much. It's one of my favorite things, but sometimes it gets a little out of hand. But I don't know. I really want to see it because right now it's just touching my butt. I really want to see it get past my butt, just to see, because I've never had that before. Like where it is now, it's just past the point where my natural hair, when I was a natural hair person, it's just gotten past the point of my longest hair. I had it. My hair came just above my butt, but it's going further than that. I'm like, but anyway, I'm gonna talk more. I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna promise that. I ain't promising shit, but I do have more to say soon. Thanks for listening. Bye.